Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Garlips again, your old friend. Today we are now going to be playing Gregory Horror Show, which, believe it or not, is a licensed game. This game is an excellent survival horror, kind of kids-ish title for the PS2. Unfortunately only released in the UK and PAL territories, as well as Japan. Didn't come out for you US folk. But I would highly recommend playing it. It's a great game. If you can't be bothered to source it, like with all of the money that it costs because it's a rare survival horror game for the PS2, and guess what? Apparently they're worth their weight in gold. You can always check it out on Emulator, but I will let you know there is a glitch on Emulator where the audio kind of gets cut off and repeated, and no one knows how to fix this glitch. It's been existent for like years. So you will notice some weird audio clipping. That's just because of the emulator. I know. It's simply my PS3 at the moment won't run my copy without freezing. I need to resurface the disc, I think. So anyway, this is Gregory Horror Show. I'll just show you the start screen. Time will begin when I count us in. It's after inputting our name and choosing whether we're a boy or a girl. I'm going to call ourselves O because there's a kind of a fun in-joke that I'll get to about that. And I will get us ready. So is there anything else I need to tell you? Yeah, it's based on a Japanese animation from the early 2000s called Gregory Horror Show. You can find it on YouTube. In fact, I know that someone, who definitely isn't me, has run it through a 4K upscaler and uploaded it to YouTube. So you should definitely find that guy who isn't me and watch it on YouTube because it's great. It should be readily available on platforms. My friend is single-handedly keeping the Gregory Horror Show community alive. Anyway, you can go and check that out in your own time. We're going to begin, so I'm going to count us in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, Gregory Horror Show. We are someone who has lost their way. In the middle of the night, we found ourselves in a misty, dark woods, and we followed the light, and it led us to Gregory House. Gregory House is kind of like a hotel, but it's purgatorial in nature. There are guests here, and all of them are very quirky, very Japanese. And we're going to meet all of them in due course. And each one of them has a soul. It's not their soul, it's a lost soul that they've managed to pilfer and keep for themselves. The only way for us to return to reality is to return those souls to death. And this game is kind of like a sneaking / espionage, spying on people game, but it's also got strong survival horror tones as well. This is Gregory. He's a dirty old mouse, and this is his hotel. He's going to make his rounds of the hotel because everyone is on a day-night cycle. Everyone has got a 24-hour schedule. And you can actually spy on people. We're going to give him a little nudge. You can spy on people to find out their schedule. And the idea is you spy on the guests, you find out information about the guests, and you work out the best line of attack for getting the soul from them. And that's how it works, and there are 12 souls to get. This runs usually... Well, the world record is something like 58 minutes. My playthrough is probably going to be just over an hour. We have some save states because, as you can imagine, with a day-night cycle, if you miss something or something goes very wrong, it can kind of throw everything out of whack. So... This is Neko Zombie. He's the cat that's had everything stitched shut.
They're not.
We're just skipping all of the dialogue, I'm afraid, and the FMVs as well, which is a crime. And it's why I highly recommend, if you ever want to watch a full lore playthrough, you can find that on my YouTube channel. Or probably other people have done them too, but, you know, you can find it on my YouTube channel. So, you're supposed to spy on Neko Zombie so that you work out what spying is, and you find out that Neko Zombie's favourite food is ice cream. Chocolate. No, just chocolate. It's not ice cream. He's going to give us the soul because he's really not bothered about it. Neko Zombie is one of the few guests that will not try and get their soul back from you. Because the problem is, as you steal souls from people in this hotel, they get rather angry about it, and they will follow you around. They'll chase you. And they will submit you to what's called a horror show. Now, you won't see any horror shows through the run, hopefully, because if you see one, something's gone wrong. So we're going to go to our room now, sleep, and talk to Death, and hand over the soul. Death is Swedish. I have my own personal theory as to why he's Swedish. I think it's to do with an old movie called The Seventh Seal, which is a Swedish movie. It's got one of the most famous depictions of death in cinema. He's on the beach. If you've ever seen Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, they parody The Seventh Seal. He's playing chess on the beach. That's why I think he's got a Swedish flag. Anyway, he will also, every time you see him, go, "Good luck there, buddy," but also, "Oh, it's you." But because we're skipping his dialogue, all you'll ever hear him say is, "Oh!" And that's why we are called Oh. So, back to Neko Zombie. Neko Zombie is going to explain the next gameplay mechanic. This is kind of a tutorial that we have to go through. You know Catherine?
No.
Well, you're going to skip the FMV. By the way, interesting thing, all the FMVs nearly are taken from the actual animation. And here's an unskippable cutscene, so you will get to meet Catherine. This is Catherine. She's a nurse. Phlebotomy is her hobby. She's rather good at it. She carries a rather large syringe around at all times.
I think it's time for a blood sample.
She likes to take blood. And we're hoping that doesn't happen to us through the run. But if there's time at the end, if we have a rather good run, then what I might do is show off a couple of horror shows at the end. Anyway, here's another unskippable cutscene. This is so awesome. If you can work out how to skip these cutscenes, by the way, and believe me, I've tried, I might have world record today.
Ames, you nasty child!
Stop throwing your garbage on the floor.
Someone stepped on it.
This is like, the detectives amongst you might have realised that this is a subtly coded hint as to the dangerous nature of banana skins on the floor.
Where's that brat? James!
It's 4over0, my good friend and stream supporter, is in the chat and sent me a video yesterday of someone slipping on a banana skin. It was did me the world of good. It's funny stuff. Funny stuff. So if you spy on Catherine, you actually find out that she doesn't have very good frontal vision. Gregory, the subtitle said rubbish. Yet this is another weird thing about this game. So the dub is done by all of the North American voice actors for the dubbing of the actual show, apart from a couple of differences. Judgment Boy's voice is different. But overall, it's most of the same people. So it was definitely dubbed by the American arm of whatever dubbing. Yet it didn't release there. And the changes in the text have been made to reflect UK slang. So we would say rubbish instead of garbage. Or at least, we would have used to, maybe. We're now probably more Americanized than we think. Excuse me. My throat is actively rebelling today. So we've got our banana skin. I didn't think this would happen. Yeah. First off, the fact that an English dub exists is, glorious, and praise the gods that something like this cool happened. But also, why the UK? Why PAL? Because the funny thing is, none of the DVDs were released here. I had to import all of the DVDs back in the day. So, the animation was released in America. The adaptation, the licensed game, was created and released in the UK and PAL territories. This game is fully developed by Capcom. So, this is a Capcom-developed game. This is part of the reason I bought the game back in 2003. See that big Capcom logo there? I was like...
Gone. It's gone.
Oh, here's Catherine.
My soul, it's gone.
That kid must have taken it.
Kid must have taken it. Now I'm really angry.
This is explaining horror shows and that the guests that you steal souls from will be actively hunting you from now on. It's not so bad at the start of the game, but if you imagine later on there's going to be upwards of 10 people chasing you around, it starts to get a bit of a headache. That's why the route in the speedrun is very, very kind of strict. Thanks for the life gauge, Neko Zombie. I was doing fine until then. Yeah, I'm not sure why it got released here and why it didn't get released there. It's a shame, however, I'm thankful that we at least got it. you know? And now it's all about trying to get new people interested in it, because when I meet a Gregory Horror Show fan on the internet, and it's happened a couple of times, there's just instant bonding there, because it's like, oh my god, someone else knows about this weird thing. Oh. Right, we're not actually going to hand this soul over to death. We're gonna hold on to it, because if you hold on to the souls, you actually get like a little boost. Your health bar doesn't go down as quickly. And so it's a risk-reward thing, because if you get caught with no souls on you by someone you've already taken the soul from, they'll hurt you, but they won't take anything from you. But if you're carrying a soul, they will steal the soul, and you will have to steal it back the same way you stole it before.
Getting ready to receive the new guest.
Yes, Piccola, actually. The funny thing is, Piccola is now more well-known than Gregory Horror Show, I would say. Like, it used to be, I would say, oh yeah, like, people made Gregory Horror Show and also that thing Piccola, but now it's like, you open with, the makers of Piccola made this. Anyway, this is Judgment Boy, one of my favourite characters. Do you know my name? Judgment! Also, the other reason that we're called O is because there are a couple of text boxes in the game where you want to be named one character, one length of character, so that it speeds up the text boxes.
Whoever wants my help, just bring a symbol of your problem. I'll give you one of my special judgments.
So Judgment Boy will always give you a hypothetical situation, and where you have to choose between money or love. And the problem is, no matter what you choose, he will always say that you chose money, that you sold out. Unless you present him with a self-help book, because a self-help book shows that you want to make improvements to yourself. You want to try to be a better person. Then he believes that you really are being sincere. Now, some of you, the eagle-eyed amongst you, may have noticed I just picked up a pornographic book. Here it is, Erotic Night. It belongs to someone. I'll give you one guess as to who it belongs to. This dirty little bugger in here. Here you go, Gregs. He will spy us with the book. He will tell you he's confiscating it. And then he runs off to the storeroom so that he can have some alone time. He's a dirty little sod. Right, we're going to try and grab all of these items while he's making his way to the door. I've kind of messed it up a little bit, because now I'm going to have the door opening animation. Or maybe not, maybe not. Hey, there we go. So, I cut down the door opening animation by going through a door while someone is already opening the door. Now that he told us about the self-help book, he found us with the pornography, and he said, you need to sort your life out, mate. Go and find a self-help book in the library. Now, we can find the self-help book. So now we go to Judgment Boy, and we do the judgment so that we can get his soul. Judgment Boy is one of the few guests who will not submit you to a horror show. So you don't have to worry about him when you're playing the game. Same with Neko Zombie, and there's also another character coming up later called TV Fish, who will not bother you at all. But everyone else will bother you. And here it is. Now I need to be careful not to hammer through this text, because you can get this item, you can get this choice wrong.
Charming young woman who's only one way to get back to the hotel is full of danger. You
Just
can't
try to
run
stop
and you
me.
can't hide. So, what do? You
Oh, it was the default option. I could have just hammered X. Wonderful. Oh well. Trust me, the one time it won't be is the one time that I hammer X. No matter how tough, you never gave up. And that's the truth. See ya. This game is full of so many quirky, weird characters and so many voice lines that you'll just be repeating for the rest of your life. I've got several on my stream as sound clips, so... Yeah, so I mentioned at the start of the run, but those strange audio glitches are based on the fact that we're running this on an emulator. Those don't appear on actual hardware, but they're bugs in the emulator that just will not fix. I don't know. Anyone who's out there who knows how they might be able to fix that, please do, because it would be amazing, because then I would have no qualms in recommending everyone to play it on an emulator, because no one needs to pay £100 for this game. No one. It's a great game, but you don't need to be paying some second-hand seller £100 just to play it. However, the audio glitching is one of the few caveats that makes me kind of go, if you're going to play on emulator, you will kind of lose a little bit of the charm. Yeah, it's happening with every voice line, pretty much. It's something to do, I think, with where it's, like, I'm not a game programmer, but I know that sometimes they would have all of the sound files in one file with, like, millisecond notations of where to play from to. So, like, play from 0036 to 0041, right? And I think what's happening is that, like, the way that that's playing is, like, slightly off, so it repeats a bit or something. I don't know exactly why it's happening, but if anyone can fix it, I'll pay you £11. Here's one of my 2 favourite lines in the game. Moving right along. Greg's is great. He's such a scoundrel. And unfortunately, we're going to skip the introduction FMV, so you won't see the new guests, but you'll see them along the way. The next 3 guests that are being added to the hotel are Lost Doll, Cactus Gunman, and his sister, Cactus Girl. And, who else? Wow, can't believe that's gone out of my head. Mummy Papa and Mummy Dog. How could I forget Mummy Papa and Mummy Dog? Anyway, we're going to be trading for the Lost Doll right now. This is Gregory's shop. Instead of using money, you just trade items. There we go. And off we go. Yes, Gregory Horror Show is phenomenal. It's highly recommended. And like I said, that person who definitely isn't me, I think his name's Spillrag, which definitely isn't God backwards. No, his name's not Spillrag. But if you search Gregory Horror Show 4K, you should be able to find the upscales on YouTube, and they're great. I highly recommend them. The show isn't long. Like, each season is about an hour long, made up of 26 episodes of about 3 minutes long. They're like shorts, and they're really fun. If you love the game, you'll love the animation. If you love the animation, you'll definitely love the game. The game is... It's actually an incredibly good adaptation. It's incredibly authentic, which is, like, mind-blowing. Like, why did this tiny little property get so much love from Capcom? Who knows? But, I dig it. Because usually when you're talking about licensed games, you really, you know, sometimes, as we previously saw, you're dredging the bottom of the barrel sometimes. Let's just be honest. We all love licensed games here, but some of them can be really bad. So we're going to go down to the nurse's office now. We've got Lost Doll's soul. The next soul that we're getting is Cactus Gunman. Now, Cactus Gunman is very paranoid. So you find out that if you were to knock on the door and run away, it actually freaks him out. So we're going to gaslight this elderly cactus gentleman into thinking there's someone out to get him. Catherine's also in there, but we don't have to worry about her. She'll just keep going back in the room. Don't scare me like that. Yeah, see, I walked into, and so I'm from the UK. So before Game Station, before Game, it used to be a shop called Electronics Boutique. And I walked into Electronics Boutique in 2003, and this game was on the shelf for 19... Where's Cactus Gunman? What? Okay, this is not good. This is very bad. Cactus Gunman should have come out.
Who's that?
It's alright, it's okay. We'll keep it together, garlips, keep it together. He definitely should have come out with Catherine. I don't know why I just picked up Catherine. Anyway, we've got to do it 3 times.
Don't scare me like that.
It's alright though, because I think the time kind of resets every time you start a new night. What am I doing? Oh my god! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, I forgot to press square, I pressed X. That was very bad news. Are they coming out? I think I'm safe. Oh my god, that is so close. I wonder if I've got to do 3 knocks now. I can't believe I went in. That's never happened. Oh my god, I'm so good at this game. Somebody's out to get me.
Who are you?
And breathe. Oops. Well, I have some safety saves, but I really don't have safety saves here, because nothing goes wrong here. Right. There she goes. Right, we should be alright. We do have some timing thing coming up in a minute that, like, needs to be at the right time, but I think it should be alright. And then we should hopefully reset the timer with the going to sleep. So we're going to go back to Gregory's shop now. We're going to trade for an item called the Fruit of Time. The Fruit of Time makes time pass. And we're going to buy 3 of them. So, Fruit of Time. Yellow herb. Fruit of Time. Shrooms, I think. Yep. And Fruit of Time 2 green herbs. Bingo. I like how we're trying to do a good thing by returning souls to the rightful place, but all we do is ding-dong ditching the cactus man. Yeah. Well, if it makes you feel any better, every guest in this hotel who has got a soul with them has kind of been naughty because it's not really their soul to keep. So we are really a force for good here. Here's something cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pop all 3 fruits of time. But if you keep an eye on my health gauge in the top left of the screen, you'll notice that after the second fruit of time, my health bar goes down to 0. It's gone. If I were to unpause the game right now, I would die immediately. Game over. But because I haven't left the menu, I use a green herb, and we're all good. And we now should be at the correct time that Mummy Papa and Mummy Dog are asleep. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Okay, we might have gotten away with that. We might have gotten away with that. God, this game is something else. It's crazy. So, here's our soul. We're just going to take that. If you're wondering why I was knocking on tables and stuff, there are hidden items all throughout the game. So we pick up, like, the most efficient items where we can so that we can trade. Oh, hello. I've got a status effect. That doesn't usually happen. What in the name of Resident Evil? I know. There are some Capcom touches here. There are red, yellow, and green herbs. And, you know, I'm sure there are some other, like, references. Right, we've got all 3 souls for this evening. We can hand them over to Death. Easy peasy.
Come on now.
Give it up. Throw away all their worries. Oh. There they are. All 3. Beautiful. So, I've got some time to explain the next 3 guests. The next 3 guests are Hell's Chef, Roulette Boy, and TV Fish. Now, TV Fish is kind of a non-guest. He's just like this. TV Fish will never hurt you. Why is Death Swedish? My own personal theory, like I said earlier, is because there's a movie called The Seventh Seal, which is a very famous Swedish movie that has a very famous depiction of death on the beach in black and white playing chess. I think it's from the 60s or something, 50s or 60s. I think that's why Swedish Death. Yeah, exactly. Which is also, if anyone's watched Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, same thing. That's what they're ripping off. There are lots of weird touches in this game, like Neko Zombie was wearing a Jack Ketch t-shirt. Now, I don't know if any of you know, I certainly didn't. My in-real-life brother Googled for me. Jack Ketch was apparently a very well-known executioner from the time of, like, Queen Elizabeth I or something. So, apparently synonymous with death in this country, even though I'd never heard of him. So that's kind of cool. There are lots of, like, weird little touches in this. Right, first things first, we're going to trade for some items, because that's what we have to do nearly every time. Welcome. Right, we want a Fruit of Time. Oh, we want the batteries. Energy drink. I have not dropped the book off. That's something I should have done, but it's okay, I've got time. We want a Fruit of Time, and we're going to trade it for a yellow herb. Right, so, first things first, Hell's chef is preparing a stew in the kitchen. And he doesn't like people messing with his stew. So what we're going to do is we're going to dump a bunch of junk in the stew. Because we're really nice people. So we're going to walk around picking up junk. We're going to dump it all in his stew. We're going to do half now and half later. Hell's chef is a giant candle. No smoking! Oh, did I not pick that up? Oh, I didn't have room because I'm still carrying the book. I love being a speedrunner. I'm so good at it. Oh boy. Am I gonna have enough room for all the items I need to carry? I think so. But we are gonna grab this now and drop it in just to make sure. There we go. Yeah, it should be good because the battery's gonna go into the remote as well. Alright, so we're now going to go into the basement. We've kind of like half filled his stew pot. There he is. That's Hell's chef. Ah, see, there you go. Ben Liazy in the chat with the facts there. Perfect. Right, we're going to pick up the map for the basement. We don't actually need it on a speed run, but sometimes people are just not where they're supposed to be. And for a marathon, I rather have the map just to make sure. We're going to say good luck to Babe. Here's Babe, pig in the city. Hi, Babe. Good luck. Thank you for the good luck, Babe. I'm going to start running Babe for PS2. I need to buy it first. Oh, boy. So, we're in the basement right now. So, I described, yeah, TV fish. He's just kind of a non-guest. He is a floating TV fish and doesn't really harm us at all. This is Roulette Boy. He's going to run away. He won't play with us until we've picked up his dice. Or his die. So that's what we're going to go do now. Roulette Boy. As the name suggests, we play roulette with him. Hell's Roulette. And do you know what Hell's Roulette is? For anyone who doesn't know. Hell's Roulette in this game. Hang on. Speed up. Let's try and do this properly. There we go. Hell's Roulette is Mario Party. So we're about to play a game of Mario Party in the middle of a speedrun. Yes, with all the RNG that you think that entails. There are some things that we can do to mitigate the circumstances in Hell's Roulette. Like, we know what all three boards look like. So once we've got the board, I'm going to be moving to my Excel file here so I can see what spaces I'm on and which ones I should be rolling. But I'll be playing against Gregory, and Gregory always cheats, so... Roulette Boy needs dice. What the craps? That's a good joke. Yeah, I'm not sure why we needed dice, but there you go. I think it's to make sure that you've explored the basement thoroughly before you start playing Hell's Roulette. That must be the game reason. Hell's Roulette is an accurate description of... Yes, exactly, it is. I'm not going to, like, actively plug, because this is a marathon and it's not really... It's a bit gauche to actively plug in the middle of a run. But next week I'm doing my birthday was actually last week, and this week coming I'm going to be doing a birthday stream, a 24-hour, and one of the games I'm going to be trying to complete is a 4-player Mario Party game, Mario Party 1 against 3 hard CPUs. So Hell's Roulette has got to be better than that, right? It's got to be. It's got to be. So we've got a safety save after Hell's Roulette in case Hell's Roulette goes wrong, okay? There was no way I would run this game at Marathon without safety saves. So if that happens, we just... our run is null and void when it comes to record keeping. But, you know, we can still finish it for fun. So, where's my dice? And where's Hell's Roulette? There he is. Spin me! No, you're a miner. That's not a good idea. He just summons us both, me and Gregory.
Oh,
I hope Gregory really wasn't in the middle of anything in the storeroom. No, I know the rules. So you can kind of work out spots on the roulette that makes, like, that help you get the numbers that you want. Like, this should get me a 7 or an 8. It got me a 5. I'm a brilliant speedrunner. What are you gonna get, Gregs? You filthy cheat. Right, what board am I on? I can tell by looking at the spaces. So, event square first, which means we're on board 1 or 2. Event something bomb. Oh, both squares start with event something bomb. Event safe bomb. It's we're on board 2. Safe and safe.
and safe.
So the way Hell's Roulette works is we either need to make Gregory's health bar go to 0, or we need to get to the end of the board. There is argument over which one is quicker. I would say it's arguably quicker to get to the end of the board. That's a ton. Great, we're off to a wonderful start. I have to wait a turn. Great. Great. Safe. And safe. Greg's is a notorious cheater. I mean, like, all the time. The worst space to land on is a space called Return, because that does exactly what you think it does. Takes you way back to the start. So, oh, we're both going to miss a turn. Excellent, that's kind of good. Thanks, Gregs. Cool. Right, so I'm on space 8. I want to roll a 6. Hopefully that's a 6. Dang it. 2, 3, 4. It's bomb square. Oh, this is going so well. Boom. Do I miss a turn? I think I miss a turn. This is where runs come to die. You're on a PB pace, everything's green, and then you hit Hell's Roulette and you're like, why did I choose this for my life? Why did I make the decisions that led me to this point? And the answer is because this is a great game. Oh, what? That blows us both up, you idiot! Oh my god, look at my health. Oh my god. Okay, we got some health back. Where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to roll a 7. Come on, 7. Hey, there we go. That should be safe. There seems to be just a little bit of RNG to this, yes. Oh, a W up. That's good news. Right, we've put a counter over his head. That takes a couple turns to work.
Nothing happened.
And he can transfer it to us, so we do have to watch out. But I just picked up a W up. W up doubles my movement space. So instead of an 8, I'll roll a 16. Which is quite good. You want that to happen, basically. Providing that 16 doesn't take us into a square we don't want. And why are they squares? They're all circles. Hell's Roulette. Truly, the conundrum. What you got, Gregs? Oh no! You got a break card. All trap bombs activated. What?! I forgot this could happen! I'm gonna die! I'm gonna actually die. I've got 15 squares to go. If I roll an 8, I'll win. Wow, it's come down to this. Okay, give me all that RNG, everybody. Nice! I missed it! I think I'm gonna load the safety save. I don't think I'll survive. Wow. No, my W up was 1 use only. 1 round only. You're going backwards on your next... Oh my god. This game is just like riding me right now. This is the worst I've ever had it appear at Marathon. Easily.
Now.
Worst luck. It's okay. It's okay. It doesn't do anything. Right. I technically still have a turn. Right, so I've got 13 spaces to go. Hang on. I'm on a bomb. I'm on that bomb. No, I'm on that bomb. Which means I need 5. It's all moot anyway. Oh yeah, I'm going backwards. I totally forgot I'm going backwards. Oh my god. And that's it. That's game over.
Please pull yourself together.
Nice. So that's game over. That's run void. Good job. Go. No. No, not good job. Okay, so. Unfortunately, that means the run is rip, but we're going to carry on. I've got a safety save just after beating Hell's Roulette. Don't tell me there's no memory card. Okay, cool. So, I think it's this one. It must be this one. Yes. So, that can happen at Marathon. If I was, you know, trying to get PB at home, I would just start again. But because we're on a marathon and we want to finish, we're going to carry on. So we're going to act like we just beat Hell's Roulette, which we did. We totally won. And I won't hear anybody say anything different. Once you've beaten Hell's Roulette, you head upstairs and you immediately go to the bar. Because in the bar, there is a jukebox. And if you hammer on that jukebox, you make TV fish appear. There we go. Boom. And he's going to drop his soul, which we can grab. Yeah. For the masochists among you, here is Hell's Roulette. You can play anytime. Thanks, guys. So, that was TV Fish. Blink and you miss him. Use the TV remote to incapacitate him and you get the soul. Now, we're going to dump the rest of the stuff into Hell Chef's pot of stew on the gas. And he's not going to be very happy with us. He's going to ask us where all the Mary Jane went. So, let's just stick this in. What am I doing here? Banana? Yes. Energy drink? Sure. Why not? Yellow herb? Yeah. For flavor. Right, that's it. And then we're going to knock on this door, just to alert him. Maybe I'll get a chance to show you Hell Chef's horror show at the end of the run, because he's my favourite horror show. Who's been messing with my pot?
Is your doing, isn't it? Spoil my cooking, will you?
I'll get you for this. I'll make you into a stew. Yes, I can see the chat, but I'm not doing shoutouts. Grah. So, in we go. Now, Hell Chef is patrolling the ground floor in an anti-clockwise pattern, and we have to wait for him to show up here so that we can have him chase us into the storeroom. If you've been in the storeroom before, you may have noticed there's a bit of a draft. It's a bit windy in the storeroom, and he's got a giant candle on his head. Say hello to 1 minute unskippable cutscene. It's quite glorious. We're going to watch it. I'm going to grab a drink because my throat is currently, like, freaking. Yes, Hell Chef goes to sleep when his candle's snuffed out.
Dear, the fire on his head's gone out again.
Could have done that.
Many times do I have to tell him not to come in here?
Nice.
I presume this is your doing, yes? Yeah, stops moving when the fire on his
Oh wait,
head
now I
goes
know
out.
who Jack is.
When that happens, it's up to me.
Sorry,
to light
Jack.
the fire again.
I know who you are now. I thought you were a randomer.
The future.
Yes,
Would
I will
you
do a
be
shout out to
so
Jess and to Jack.
kind as to
Sorry about that.
refrain from teasing
I just realised who you actually are. My bad. I have my nieces staying with me at the
We're
moment.
going.
I haven't been able to practice this week because they've been here. That's my excuse, and that's why this whole run has gone to pot. So they're downstairs. They're watching. Hello, everybody. Right, we have the soul. Boom. While we're here, we're going to grab the pornography again because it's kind of important. We need it for later. Who, me? Yeah, that whole cutscene exudes very much kind of like don't talk to me or my son ever again energy. It's like, come on, chef, we're going. I hate storerooms. But as I was saying, his horror show, as he's walking away after he's just decimated you with his knife, Hell's Chef goes, hamburger. And it's like one of my favourite lines in the entire game. Cool, so we now have all 3 souls, and we definitely didn't need a safety save. Nice.
Come on now. Give it up. Throw
Away all
them
dead worries. Oh! Except now we're called X, because my safety saves are called X, because it means something's gone wrong. That's the end of night 3. Night 4, we're going to have 2 guests. 1 guest, then another guest, then another one. Yes, that's how it works. They're not all readily available, you have to kind of do them in sequence. Bonk, bonk, bonk. The next guest that we're going to be stealing the soul of... Oh, unskippable cutscene.
Trying to keep Mama happy every day. Hey,
No, it's the children who are wrong.
it's the guest's fault that I get yelled at every day.
Gregory knows he's wasting our time here, by the way.
Even so,
That's why he does the Family Guy laughing that goes on way too
have
long.
herself a new victim soon enough.
Slow pan. So the next soul that we're going to be stealing is a guy called Clockmaster. You just saw his face for about 0.6 of a second. We're going to pick up this angel herb as well. Right. We are going to use speed up. Oh, we were supposed to use eye drops too. My bad. What we're going to do is we're going to go and hassle Clockmaster's son. Clockmaster's son is called My Son. Yeah. I think that's... Someone in the translation department was having fun there. Or it might actually be called My Son even in the animation, I can't remember. Anyway, we're going to steal the screwdriver because he's a child and we're an adult, so we're going to steal his things because that's totally okay. And now we're going to go and rub it in Clockmaster's face that we have stolen his son's screwdriver. Clockmaster, of course, being a beautiful example of a great father by drinking in the bar by himself while this child is working on heavy machinery. But far be it from us to make judgments, huh? When he's going to call us... what does he call us? Something awful. Oh, goodness. There it is. This is Clockmaster. Clockmaster has the ability to pause time,
Right there. Isn't that my son's screwdriver?
but if he uses it too much, he incapacitates himself because he's getting on in years.
Turn it to my son at once.
Yeah, ruffian. That's it. How dare you, sir? Yeah, this is normal. Right, so he's going to chase us across the hotel. Now, casually, this is quite quite an upsetting situation because everywhere you go, you'll bump into people who you don't want to meet. But what we're going to do is we're going to manipulate his teleports so that they happen in very specific places, so that we don't have to worry about that. So he's behind me. We're going to wait in this corner. Come on. Whoa! You're supposed to say time is money, my dude. Thanks for that. Anyway, as everyone knows, when you're passing someone on the stairs, you don't actually see them. So we come up the stairs, we wait for them to come up the stairs, and then we go down. And that's how stairs work. If you meet someone on the stairs, you don't actually see them. That's how it works. I'm going to wait over in this corner again. Here comes the third teleport. Love the clock. Super underrated characters, IMO. Yeah. He's very interesting, Clockmaster. And he has dropped his golden pocket watch, which we're going to take. The golden stopwatch works just like the Fruit of Time, except you can use it forever. It doesn't run out. We're going to use it for a setup when it comes to the next guest and their soul. So, first we have to head back to to my son. Thank God, goodness for transitions. Excuse me. My throat is actively attacking me today. Anyway, another minute-long unskippable cutscene. Oh boy, I love them.
Hey, that's my screwdriver, so you took it, huh? Give it back.
We're now going to extort this child for the soul he's carrying by giving him his screwdriver back that we stole. So, yeah. I don't feel bad. Just noticed there's a very nice picture of a girly mouse on the wall over there. Wow. Gregory likes humans and mice. Interesting.
I can't go on. When I managed to stop time, my screw came loose. And now
No, I can't move.
Daddy, what's wrong? Can I talk to you for a minute? Screwdriver is a present from my daddy. It's really, really important.
That's my screwdriver.
If I don't have it, I won't be able to fix the clocks, and then I'll be in big trouble.
Time is money. After all,
Please, give
we're
it
all
back.
speedrunners here.
I'll give you the soul in return. Just don't tell my daddy.
Alright, come on. Do the thing. Give me the thing. Shut up.
Okay, then I'll just take the screwdriver.
Alright. I never wanted the screwdriver, kid. I never wanted it. Cool. So the next soul is a guest called Angel Dog / Devil Dog. Angel Dog, Devil Dog. She likes to watch a soccer program at 6 o'clock in the evening. But every time she tries to watch it is when Gregory decides to try and clean the TV lounge.
How annoying.
Honestly, how annoying. And so she'll be really annoyed every time she goes to watch that program because Gregory will always interrupt her. However, some of the observant amongst you might have noticed already that I have a method for making Gregory disappear for a few hours, and that's to hand him back his pornographic magazine.
Come on now. Give it up.
Throw away all them worries. Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you.
I let him say it once.
Oh.
Right, I'm going to hand over the soul. We're going to do some very advanced kind of like save loading. Not save loading, more like doing some stuff, going to sleep, doing some stuff to pass time in a very specific way. Because we need the time to be very close to 6 PM, but not exactly 6 PM. So what we're going to do is we're going to read a book. The book that we picked up right at the start of the game that I should have put in the bookcase but forgot. Reading in the game helps you increase your health bar so it drains much less, or over a longer period of time. Oops. Now we need to use the stopwatch 4 times. Once. I'm going to count because I'm that... It's been going that wrong today that we kind of need to make sure. So that was 2. That's 3. And that's 4. Should leave us somewhere around 9:30 to 9:45 in the morning. There we go. And now we're going to go back to sleep again. That should hopefully wake us up about 5:30 in the evening. We're going to wait for Catherine, who's usually always in this corridor outside and giving me a hard time, ruining my runs. There we go. Nope. Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Where are you, Catherine? I think we just missed her. I'm going to hope that that's the case. I'm not even sure if I've got the map on the safety save. I do. Oh my god, Catherine is in the entrance hall. Why is she in... What? No. Alright, hang on. We're going to wait a second. We're going to have to wait for her to pass. Where are you, Catherine? Here she comes. But the timing's not going to be right. See, this is what happens. Like, the timing is thrown out completely. So you can see she's coming through the corridor now. But I needed to be in Gregory Horror Shop already. I bet it is. Anyway. Yep, I've missed it. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to load game again. I promise I am a speedrunner. A proper speedrunner, okay? But if one thing usually goes wrong in some way, it throws everything out. And if you're going for a world record, that's fine, because you just boot it up again. And that's Catherine going in her room. Or going into the room next to her room. Anyway, it's almost 6, and we are heading to Gregory Horror Shop. Yeah, well, Synthetic Soda says in the chat, her soul can be a real pain. It can be. The best way to do it, we're going to exchange our... For a speed up, we're going to exchange our Angel Herb. It's a bit of a rip-off. And now we're going to wait for exactly between 6:03 and 6:04. So, 6 o'clock. 6:01. 6:02. 6:03. And go. Hell Chef is going up the stairs. Catherine's coming in behind us, but she's not there yet. Gregory's on the other side of the room going through the door. See how that works? That's how it's supposed to work. Gregs, you give him the magazine. Off he goes. Doesn't matter what you say to him, by the way, whether you guard it with your life or give it up to him. He will take it either way. Now then. Off he goes. Giddy little... Disgusting. So, here's Angel Dog. She's watching her soccer show and she's going to get really annoyed because we're interrupting her instead of Gregory. But we're just going to wait for her to come back. She should come back about 6:30. And that's when we get the soul. So, as you can see, everything has gone wrong today that can go wrong. But that's because this game is very kind of like... When you're playing it casually, you're discovering all this stuff. You're spying on people, you're hanging about, you're picking up items, you're finding books, you're making your health gauge longer. You're taking your time. With a speed run, if you want the world record, you've kind of got to follow the route that everyone else does because it's the optimal route. And so sometimes... that optimal route can go very wrong. You can just have bad luck. And that's why I always run this marathon. I run this game at marathon with safety saves. Because at the end of the day, it's about putting on a good show for you guys. Introducing you to the game, showing you all the cool bits. So at the end of the day, it's fine. It would have been nice to finish with a time. An official time. But I think when you run Gregory Horror Show, it's one of those games that kind of... it decides when you're going to have a run. And that's not always. There's Mummy Papa. He's wondering why he's got a headache. I think it's something to do with the blade in his head. But he's a hypochondriac, so he's probably it's all just literally in his head. We're gonna go and drop off this soul. Oh, he didn't even chase us in here. That was good. When someone spots you like that, you've usually got like a good 5 seconds grace to get away, and that usually is more than enough. Right, we're going to hand these souls over. We only have one soul remaining, and that's going to be Judgment Boy Gold.
Give it up. Throw away all them worries.
Judgment Boy Gold, I believe, is the king of the Judgment Boys. Don't ask me how Judgment Boy Society works. Okay? I'm into the lore, but I'm not that deep into the lore.
Good luck there, buddy.
Good luck there, buddy. Now, what you have to do to get Judgment Boy Gold's soul is you have to answer a series of questions about the guests in the hotel. So the idea is you will have spent all this time spying on them, and now you know the answers. I know the answers because there are only like 6 questions that they can pick from. They're all the same. So, we are going to dump our... Oh, we should have an eye drop, but we don't. Oh well. Drop the speed up. Off we go. It's going to be a bit dark because I have darkness as a status element. I mean, I didn't even get into the status elements, but there are status elements that you can fix by various medicines and things. It's a very deep game. Like, I'm running through it at breakneck speed, but really you want to sit and spend your time with it, and it's great for that. So, we're going to run through the basement. We should be completely safe down here, because Roulette Boy, for some reason, is not hanging out down here. Hell's, TV Fish might be, but TV Fish won't bother us. We're on our way to basement level 3. Now, you may have noticed the first time I was in the basement that I opened up a shortcut, and that shortcut took me from the basement level 3 to the ground floor. We won't ask how that works, like physically, but it works. And you might say, why don't you open up the other shortcuts? Because there is a shortcut on every floor. But the answer is it's actually slower to go and open those shortcuts than it is to just run with speed up. So we just run with the speed up. Judgment! Yes. Judgment indeed. And here he is. Shiny golden god. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Don't mess with me. I've had a really bad day.
Congratulations! Your amazing prize.
Right. Here they come. Judgment! Judgment!
Let's begin the...
Okay, so tense music number 1.
Watching TV in the conference room.
Cactus Gunman
So,
likes to watch
what
westerns.
is he watching?
Big surprise.
What?
Right, we skip through, but like we have to skip through carefully because you can pick the wrong option very easily, and it's a run killer, as most things in this game are.
Chasing my son.
Uh-huh.
Gone into the storeroom. What is he doing there?
He's fixing the clocks. See, you guys know the answers to all this anyway. I mean, you can infer them anyway, like just based on what you know about the characters. Well, no, some of them are a bit more obscure, like Catherine's favourite snack.
Spying on Catherine. Eating a snack and watching TV.
There you go.
Oh, what is she eating?
She likes donuts. You may have noticed the music got tenser, much like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We're at the 32,000 mark now. She's on a date with Hell's Chef. Catherine has got it hot for Hell's Chef. Who can blame her? I mean, he is... No one holds a candle to Hell's Chef. I'm sorry.
Spying on Mummy Papa.
It's Mummy Papa.
Goes to a certain place at 8 in the morning.
He goes to the nurse's
Where
office
does he go?
because he's a hypochondriac. Which will it be, money or love? Judgment! Here we go.
Here we go.
And that's it. I'm loving the judgments in chat. Judgment Boy is one of my favourite characters, both in the animation and the game as well. So, he's pretty cool. There we go. This is the final soul. So now we're gearing up for the end game. We need to hand this one over to Death first, though. So, let's go do that. We're still about 10 minutes from time. I'm not sure how we're doing in terms of time, because I can't see the stream. But I would imagine because of those safety saves, we're pushing the estimate, and if so, apologies about that. I will endeavour to get through it as quickly as possible. Like I have been from the start, right? Cool. If there's time at the end, I will show off a couple of horror shows, but if there isn't, really, it's fine. Like I said, if you go watch this on YouTube by Garlips, I show off all the horror shows, so you can see them all.
Come on now.
Oh, it's you. For the last time.
Yep. Bit.
Now, one really annoying thing about this is that once you hand over the last soul, Death says, hey, guess what? The way out's through the front door, you idiot. It's like, thanks. I could have worked that out myself.
Real world for you.
Yeah, it's time for Magikarp runtime. That's an awesome emote. Right, skip that. So, we need to run for the front door. Easy peasy. I just love this game. Everything about it. The music, the presentation. It's just got charm for days. And that's why I always love showing it off to people. And my hope is that if even one person goes today to watch the animation or, you know, play the game themselves, then I've done my job, because it's a beautiful game. It's a great franchise. And, you know, thank you so much, License-a-thon, for letting me show it off, because most people probably wouldn't just think... Oh, by the way, I know it's 2022, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. Hubba hubba. This is Gregory's mama, and she's a smoking fine lady. Just walk out. Yeah. Anyway, she's gonna give us a good old bonk on the head. Go on then. Bonk. But before we pass out, we noticed that the fireball made a little crack in the door. That's a clue. It is an absolutely beautiful game, and yeah, most people don't realise that it's a licensed game, but it is, because there was an animation before the game came out.
Keep heading for the exit.
And I just really wish someone somewhere would breathe life into this franchise so that we could get something new. There have been bits and pieces teased over the years, but nothing's really come of it. And so if this is all we get, if this is all we got, then we've got to keep it alive. So that's how I feel about it. She is a very crazy mouse. Crazy hot. She's been huffing souls for about 1,000 years, and that's how she maintains her beautiful appearance. Right, so we are in the basement's basement. It's somewhere we haven't been before. But once we break our way out of here, we will rejoin the ordinary basement. And from there, it's a couple bosses. Well, quote-unquote bosses. I mean, you can call them bosses, but really they're not. And then it's the end of the game, and I will count down time for the end of the game. But it's still at least 5 minutes away. So, round the corner, up the stairs, here we go. If you've been watching the cutscenes in the FMV, you would know this room as Gregory Mama's room. And she's been huffing the souls to maintain her youthful appearance. Which is not cool. These souls are people. There we go. There's the key. I'm going to grab this as well, just for good measure. Why not? We're going to head downstairs. My throat's failing me, so it's a pretty good job we're almost done. Around the corner. Boom. So, we are going to drop the, or pop rather, the eye drops. And I should have a speed up. Yeah, there it is. Boom. And run down these corridors super fast. Whee! Get stuck on them, of course. Not. I can't believe Hell's Roulette went as bad as it did. That's probably the worst it's ever gone on stream. For me. Maybe. Definitely the worst it's ever been at Marathon. And I've had to load the save at Marathon before. So, that should give you some idea. But, if that hasn't put you off and you feel like running this game, come join us on speedrun.com. Great community. Not a lot of people running this game, so you're bound to get a good time and get on the leaderboard. Here is Gregory Mama.
Well, welcome back, dearie. Must admit, you're a lot tougher than you look.
The other thing I will say about this game is, if you guys go and check out the animation, you will know that this game is very, like, close to the visual style of the animation. 2, 3, oh, 3, ow, fireball. Okay. Bait the bonk. Bait the bonk. Bait the bonk. Fireball. Did you say marathon luck? Hey, Beep. Welcome in. Yeah, I've had such bad marathon luck, I've had to load safety saves 3 times. All 3 times. All 3 of my safety saves. But sometimes that's just the way it goes. Bait the bonk. Bait the bonk again. Bait the bonk. Here we go. Fireball. Roar. Right. That kind of like seals you in place. Bait the bonk. Bait the bonk. Bait the bonk. Fireball. Right, now she's going to teleport, and we just wanted to fire a fireball immediately. No, not immediately. Okay. Not like immediately. Go back. Yeah, that's it. Yes! That's what we want. Luck in marathons is widely regarded as only a rumor and doesn't exist. I'm so glad, because I could have sworn I had bad luck earlier. Oh my god, my throat hates me. Other favourite line in the game? Hello? This is my favourite.
But where might you be going?
So Gregory's going to lay out some facts for us. Basically, we were trying to escape our boring life. And we escaped into purgatory, away from reality, because we couldn't deal with reality. We actually came here for the like warm nostalgia of fear. And Gregory knows we're going to be back someday. Maybe this time we won't leave. It's kind of like, one of my regulars described it as kind of like a Hotel California situation. It's kind of like Hotel California. And we look kind of like Claire Redfield if she was made out of origami. Basically. Okay, so time ends when we walk into the light. I will try and count it down because I know what the camera angle before it looks like, but it's very hard to tell. And to be honest, this is not a world record. It's a forfeit run, so we don't have to worry too much about when the timer ends. I will count it down.
To escape from here will get you nowhere.
Love this sound, by the way. Keep playing. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. I'll keep your room ready for your return. You toasted Gregory's mum. Well, Gregory's mum toasted us, and the front door. But yeah. So that is Gregory Horror Show, Soul Collector. Thank you so much for letting me run it. I'm sure I'm probably overestimate, but I'm just going to really be cheeky and just very quickly load up my safety save at the end of the game and show you what one horror show looks like, so that you understand. Because like the horror shows are the best bit of the game to me, anyway. But you don't see any on the speedrun, so we're just going to take a quick look at one. We'll go bother Catherine. I'm like 10 minutes under. Oh my god, we could go look at a load. 105. That's not bad for safety saves. Anyway, we're going to bother Catherine. Come on, Catherine. Come out and play. Oh my god, really? Catherine, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Okay, if you are sensitive to syringes and bloodletting, look away now. It's cartoon violence, but still, it might be a trigger for you, so please look away. Time for a blood test. High art. I don't know what else to tell you. High art. Let me just take a quick look at the map and see if anyone else is around. I kind of want to see Hell's Chef, but I don't know where Hell's Chef is. Yeah, I don't have a first floor map. yeah, I don't see Hell's Chef. So I tell you what, I will call it there, and I will I'll run off my spiel and let everyone get like a little bit ahead, rather than eat 10 minutes of everyone's time. So all that remains to be said is thank you so much for watching me. My name is Garlips. I stream often. You can find me at my Twitch page, twitch.tv/Garlips. I do speedrunning, horror games, adventure games, challenges. I do hard mode challenges as well. I'm going to be doing a 24-hour birthday stream this week on Wednesday, so stop by if you can. I'm going to try and beat 12 games from my childhood. Shout outs to my stream team, some of which are in the chat right now. The Clock Tower. We are a great bunch of group of people. I'm so tired. We're a great group of people, and you should check us out. Search The Clock Tower. Also, I do a podcast. It's called Spoilers of the Damned. If you write it into YouTube, you'll probably find me. You can find all the stuff I do on my twitch.tv/Garlips. There's a bio, and on the bio there's a link, and on the link is a link tree that everything is on. You can just, if you like me, you can find more of me, is what I'm saying. Thank you so much for having me, License-a-thon. It's been great fun. We got a PB in Casper, and then we got utterly destroyed by Gregory Harshaw. So humbling, grounding. It's good. I will see you all in the chat over this great event. And yeah, another great game coming right up. Bye-bye.